Well, I think it's gonna turn out fairly decent. Welcome back, everyone. Well, I've been trying to come up with a chainsaw mount to put on this tractor and trying to figure out the best place to put it. And after a lot of thinking and pondering stuff, I've finally come up with, I'm gonna mount that thing right here. This way I'll have the ballast box with me when I'm going to cut logs, and I'll have my chainsaw, and I've got it figured out to where I can put the 2 files and the tool to be able to tension the chain all in the same mount, so it's all there together. I don't have to worry about, oh well, I forgot my file or I forgot my tool to be able to tension the chain or anything like that. It'll all be right here. So I'll show you what I've got, and I'll get that stuff cut out and we'll get that thing mounted up today. So what I have here is some 3/4 inch UHMW. These pieces are 1 foot by 2 foot. And the way I've got this set up is to have my chainsaw here, and then over here is where I'll cut out the slots for the files and the tensioning tool. And then I'll have to end up actually shortening this whole piece up. But I think it's gonna work out pretty good. So I'm gonna get to cutting this stuff out. So this here is sort of what I had come up with after I went ahead and cut all that stuff out. This is sort of what I'm thinking is how I want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the other side cut out. That way I can sandwich it together. And then we will get it all trimmed up and get it mounted. Well, I was thinking something that I do way too much, but I was thinking that on these, where these are going to sit at, moisture and all that would be sitting in the bottom of these. So I decided to go ahead and cut a channel. That way allow moisture or dirt or whatever to just hopefully be able to run out. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a notch here for where it's going to sit on that ballast box. And then cut this line over here. That way it doesn't stick out past the ballast box. Well, I think it's gonna turn out fairly decent. I gotta go get some bolts and we'll get this thing mounted up. And so I went and picked up some 2.5 inch 3/8 carriage bolts. I've got my holes laid out on here. It's sort of hard to see, but so I'm gonna go ahead and get these holes drilled, get these bolts in, and get these clamps off, and we'll look at it when it's all done. Well, I think it turned out pretty good. Now I've got all my stuff here. I know I have everything whenever I go out to cut a tree down or clean up a mess or whatever. It's all right here. It's easy to see. If I'm missing something, I know before I go. It's not I get out there and I forgot something. I think this is gonna work out very well. If you're curious to why this bolt isn't in line with these other ones, there's a cross brace inside the box, so I lowered the bolt. That way it was easier to get to. But I think this is gonna work out pretty well. I'm happy with it. And with doing the UHMW, you know, it's not gonna tear anything up. I mean, I probably could have done it with wood too, but hopefully this stuff will last longer. I hope. So if you end up liking this video, don't forget to subscribe. Back when I put the receiver or tube or whatever we want to call that thing in the ballast box, I asked the question about what people were using as far as a ballast and had a lot of great comments on that. So the other day I was thinking about something, because right now I just have sand in there just because it's readily available everywhere, and it doesn't cost me anything besides the energy to go load it with a shovel. But something I was sort of pondering and thinking about, you know, because one of the concerns is rust or moisture and leading to rust and causing it to rust out. So has anybody thought about using a truck bed liner inside before putting any type of ballast in, whether it's pea gravel, sand, whatever? If you're going to have it to where it's removable. I mean, concrete's just sort of, it's there and it's never coming out as far as I'm concerned. But I don't know, what's your thoughts on that? Let me know in the comments. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys have a good one. We'll see you next time.